there's this princess named Rhaenyra Targaryen who is best friends with Alicent Hightower. And Alicent and Rhaenyra have like this like tension going on where they're kind of gay for each other, but they never really acknowledge it. So then there's this tournament, and then Rhaenyra's mom unfortunately passes away, and so does her little baby brother who was supposed to be the heir to the throne. So King Viserys is like, well, Princess Rhaenyra could be the queen of the Seven Kingdoms. So then this piece of Daemon comes in, and who's the uncle. He's like, well, why can't I be the heir to the throne after you die? Then Viserys is like, it's never gonna happen. So then Daemon leaves, and then Rhaenyra becomes the next in line to be the queen of the Seven Kingdoms. And then King Viserys ends up wanting to marry Rhaenyra's best friend, Alicent Hightower, and Rhaenyra's like, oh my gosh, this is the worst day of my life, and like tensions ensue. But then Uncle Daemon, who's been away and just in war, comes back, and then he's like, well, I'm ready to give up the crown, I just want to serve you, and that's it. But then Princess Rhaenyra is like, well, he kind of hot, and then they kind of get into a little something, but it's like so forbidden. And then Rhaenyra is married off to a Valerian who is really good for the crown, and then they have a ton of kids, like a ton, and then they grow up, and then Daemon's wife decides to unalive herself via dragon. So then she goes Dracarys, and then she like leaves this realm. But then Daemon and Rhaenyra are available to marry each other because they've always had like a little thing for each other. So then they get married, and they combine their kids, but then all the kids start having like a little bit of complications with Alicent's kids. So it's like someone loses an eye, and then all the kids are just like upset with each other. And then Alicent is like, well, I want eye for an eye, so then I'm gonna take your kid's eye. And then Alicent and Rhaenyra are like arguing, but then the king dies, and then there's some miscommunication. And then the king had said like, oh, Aegon's gonna be the next in line to be king, but then there's two kids named Aegon. So then Alicent is like, well, it's my Aegon. So then he becomes king, but Rhaenyra is like, well, I'm gonna get my auntie Batty who helps me. And then the auntie Batty like comes in a dragon, and then like all the realm is like, no, you're the queen, and then your kid Aegon will be the king when he's of age. But then all the families keep arguing, and then there's like two queens and two kings, and it's basically just WLW drama. And it's happy Pride Month. Please watch House of Dragons season 3 on HBO, and it's gonna be coming out soon. I think it's June 21st. Yes, correct. Thank you so much for your time, and please subscribe to HBO Max. Bye guys.